And being led to the ring by the team from Braveheart Academy, the last-minute replacement filling in for Nelson Tyone. You've got to give him credit, folks. His name is Fadi Haddara. Haddara stepping into the ring. Prince Emir and Leroy McHale stepping in with him. Hammer, last-minute replacement, Fadi Haddara.
Well, Fadi Haddara, he's got nothing to lose, Michael. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. All he has to do is put up a good showing against the favourite Ronnie Sefo, and he could be on his way. He's been guaranteed a bit of a bout over in Japan in any case, just for stepping in, just for taking the challenge. And you've got to dip your lid to this man, because he's stepping in unprepared, pretty much.
Talk about a fighter with champion pedigree, and you talk about New Zealand's heavyweight star Ron Sefo. The brother of K1 superstar Ray Sefo. Tonight is Ron's big chance to book his ticket to Japan. The only question is, will he live up to his status as the favourite in tonight's event? Mark the Hammer, a lot of people tipping this man to take it all out here tonight, Ron Sefo.
Well, Sefo's super confident. He's chasing up the big bucks. It's going to be interesting to see whether he can back it in. But he's going to have to overcome Fadi Haddara to start with.
The final match now opening qualifying and introducing first in this three-minute round contest from the blue corner. As a last-minute call-up, he weighs in at 92.1 kilograms from the Tarek Solak Braveheart Academy right here in Victoria, Fadi Haddara. His opponent from the red corner, the brother of K1 superstar Ray Sefo, all the way from New Zealand, a former world amateur champion and current intercontinental heavyweight champion, weighing at 104.5 kilos and standing 6'1", the favourite, Ray Sefo. The third man inside the ring, Mr. Ray Bulner. Ron Sefo. Third man inside the ring, Mr. Malcolm Bulner.
Well, all is in readiness for the final of our quarterfinals. Fadi Haddara, the last-minute replacement from the Tarek Solak Braveheart Academy against the favourite, Ron Sefo. Of course, Sefo, the only man in this lineup who has had K1 heavyweight experience. Last year, he went 4 rounds against Mike Bernardo from South Africa before being stopped. And Bernardo himself said that Sefo stood up to blows that have put other K1 opponents down and out.
I'll tell you what, seeing physically Bernardo over in Japan in November, the man has a head the size of a Volkswagen, Michael. He is one big customer, so Ronnie Sefo did well to get in with Bernardo. And I just hope that Fadi Haddara can give it a bit of a shake here.
Sefo ties up Fadi Haddara early on. Haddara has been promised a fight in Japan for stepping in as a last-minute replacement. He was called only 2 hours before the commencement of tonight's tournament. Here comes Sefo smoking with his hands. Haddara an overhand right. I'll tell you what, Henry, if Fadi Haddara could pull off an upset, it'd be one of the biggest upsets in heavyweight kickboxing history in this country.
Yeah, if he can, I very much doubt it. But looking at Sefo, he knows he's got to get rid of Haddara very quickly to keep himself nice and fresh, because now he's going to have to come up against Mark Hunt, who we just saw. And Hunt is a very tough customer indeed. And Sefo's going to want to get rid of Haddara very quickly.
Here comes Sefo, just sticking out that big right hand. Fadi Haddara all tied up. Works a short right to the side of the head.
Haddara's just not up to this task.
Haddara really out of his class. But you've got to take your hat off to the young man.
Nevertheless, stepping into an event like this on last-minute notice, he has done Tarek Solak and K1 a big favour.
Ron Sefo doing it easily at the moment in the first round, just working off on him, shooting off like he's working a punching bag.
You could see Tarek Solak ringside just urging Haddara to keep his hands up and keep strong, as everyone is here, because we want to see Sefo get tested a little bit in this first round.
Fadi Haddara just looks at Sefo and says, "Come on, New Zealand boys, is that all you've got for me? They call you the favourite." Haddara sticks out the front kick, then the big right hand. Sefo not fazed by anything Haddara has thrown so far. Big leg kick to the lead leg there from Sefo. Nice inside leg kick there from Fadi Haddara, holding onto the ropes. Malcolm Bula says, hop off the ropes, Fadi. Big overhand right there from Ron Sefo, just misses with the follow-up.
I think, if anything, it's going to be just the fitness aspect that's going to phase Haddara here. He just hasn't trained up for this. But I tell you what, he's got the heart. He's got the brave heart, Michael.
He has taken a lot of knocks so far, Fadi Haddara, and he's still standing. Nice trade of leg kicks. Haddara just sticks out the front kick.
He's dropping his hands dangerously low, though, Haddara, and that's just going to give Sefo time to unload. He wants to keep his hands up.
I tell you what, Haddara is showing no respect whatsoever for Ron Sefo, Hammer. Inside leg kick from Haddara. Sefo just ties him up, trying to work the knee to the left rib cage.
Sefo actually looking a little, starting to breathe a little heavy, looking a little tired. Surprising for someone who's coming into this event as the big favourite. But I think there's a reprieve. Sefo should have just jumped on Haddara there, just let him get away and said, all right, boy, I'll just let you breathe it up there for a minute and I'll finish you off in a little while. But Sefo is just waiting to let the big shot go.
Nice round kick off the right leg there from Ron Sefo to the ribs. Haddara trying to line up the goodnight Irene right hand. There it is, the end of the first round of action. Fadi Haddara, the last-minute call-up, has lasted one round with the favourite.
I'll tell you what, Ronnie Sefo, he's looking a little bit tired, Michael. He's looking a little bit like he's working out there. And that's not what we expected against the Fadi Haddara. Fadi Haddara, we thought, would be a quick takeoff for Sefo, but Sefo's actually having to work. Here we see Sefo just trading leg kicks, and again went to chop the leg. Haddara just too quick, moved out of the way, come back with a combo of his own, missed with the hands, and that's a reprieve I spoke about. He just let Haddara back off. But Sefo should be unloading, should be going upstairs. You see him stagger against the ropes there, Sefo. That's a sign of someone who is perhaps a little tired.
Seconds down. Round number 2.
Instructions there in the corner of Fadi Haddara from the Prince Emir and Leroy.
The Prince of an inexperienced fighter, and he's given Haddara the best advice. As soon as he comes close, lock him up. That's great advice there from the Prince Emir and the Braveheart boys.
Fadi Haddara certainly has the height and reach advantage. Just sticks out that long left leg. Trying to work the dummy leg kick, come over the top of the big right hand. He caught Sefo!
That's a slip.
He caught Sefo!
That's a slip from Sefo.
I tell you what, Hammer, the right hand caught him on the jaw, but then the slip from Ron Sefo. Fadi Haddara is putting up a storm here in centre ring.
I'll tell you what, Michael, he's putting up a great show.
Ron Sefo might have been taking Fadi Haddara a little bit too lightly, folks. Haddara is putting up a contest.
Well, I tell you what, Michael, if Nelson Toyoni might have got through, apart from his medical problem, which took him out of this event, I reckon Ronnie would have had a bit of trouble getting through.
There again! Beautiful timing from Fadi Haddara. He just cut the leg underneath Ron Sefo, and Malcolm Buller applying a count. Hammer, we could be in for an upset.
I'll tell you what, Sefo's going to want to finish this up, because he's in danger land now.
This is unbelievable, folks. Fadi Haddara looking for the goodnight Irene right hand, goes for the inside leg kick. Could it be a true Rocky story from Fadi Haddara?
I tell you what, it doesn't get any closer than this.
Fadi Haddara just smiles at him, says, come on, Ron, is that all you've got for me? Ron Sefo looks towards Ray Sefo, big brother and K1 superstar in the corner, and says, Ray, I'm having trouble putting him away.
It's just looking a little bit flat there, Sefo. He's not firing as well as I thought he would. I thought he'd come out and just do away with Haddara in the first round and keep himself nice and fresh, but he's not. He certainly looks like he's working. He's breathing hard. He's biting down on that mouth guard. He's having a bit of trouble.
2 minutes down here in the second round of action. Fadi Haddara, the last-minute replacement against the favourite Ron Sefo, and it's been Fadi Haddara so far in this round.
I'll tell you what,
Sefo now tying him up and working the knee.
Oh, here comes Sefo now, modelling it a little bit premature and giving the round to Haddara.
Well, you've got to give it to him so far, Hammer, with the knockdown.
Yeah, I'd call it even, and it's up for the taking. And here comes Ronnie Sefo trying to work the knees now. And this is where he'd had the advantage over Haddara with the knee strikes. Haddara sticking the leg out to negate.
Big right hand! Big right hand from Haddara! Ron Sefo ties him up in the neutral corner. He won't let Haddara escape.
He's got to get that. There's the knee to the head. Haddara's going to go here if he doesn't keep himself upright.
Another big right hand there from Haddara, showing a lot of heart. Ron Sefo just picking him apart methodically in centre ring. Haddara sustaining an inside leg kick. Haddara might have spent all his pennies. He's out of breath.
I think it's a fitness thing now for Haddara, because certainly his heart is not lacking. He has a big heart, this man.
Into the final seconds of the second round, Fadi Haddara against the favourite. Fadi Haddara won't even come out of the corner.
A cheeky Haddara resting in the white corner, popped out the front kick.
We've got to fight.
I tell you what, he is showing no respect, Haddara, and that's all you got to do. You got to get in there and give it a red hot shake.
Ray Sefo having some heated words there with Malcolm Bullner.
The reason being, Haddara holding onto the ropes while he kicked at Ronnie. He's not allowed to do that. He was hanging onto the ropes, being quite cheeky there.
You're fit in this, brother. You know you are. It's just all the hype in there. That's what it is. What? Okay, you're fit in there. I know you are. On my head. That's it. That's it. Okay, Ron, I want you to listen to me. One thing. If you're gonna whip the knees, when you have it, step back slowly, short leg to it. Let's hear it. Bah, bah, straight away. Okay? Step back slightly. After short leg to the side, even if you turn up.
Seconds down.
You're allowed to hold the rope. Okay. Go away, baby.
Well, some instruction there from big brother Ray Sefo as Malcolm Bullner warns Fadi Haddara not to hold the ropes. Can Fadi Haddara pull up a huge upset, or will Ron Sefo deliver the goods and stand himself as the favourite in this tournament? The third and final round underway.
As Ray was saying to Ron, you're fitter than this. Well, I'd like to think he was, because if he's going to go forward and advance through to the quarterfinals and indeed to the final, he has to be a lot fitter than this. Because I can tell you what, Phil Fagan, he is fit.
Everybody thought that Ron Sefo would smoke Fadi Haddara inside one round. It is now in the third round of action. Fadi Haddara doesn't look like he's got much pepper left in him.
Well, he's lacking fight fitness, Haddara, and he's just holding on in there with pure heart.
Chopping leg kick there from Ron Sefo. Fadi Haddara finds the canvas.
That was a slip. Bullner's going to call it a slip. Haddara needs to hold his hands up. Guts are plenty from Haddara. There's a fork right hand.
Fadi Haddara fighting on intestinal fortitude. The last ounces of energy. He puts Ron Sefo down. Just a slip, says Malcolm Bullner. I'll tell you what, the crowd right on the edge of their seats have a lot of intensity if Sefo goes down again.
He keeps throwing that fork right hand. That's the most used and abused technique around lately, that fork right hand.
That's the technique made famous by Slam Sam Greco when he knocked out Simon Sweet from New Zealand. Fadi Haddara hoping to knock out another New Zealander with it.
These fighters, both of them looking very tired now into this third round. I'm surprised. I thought Sefo would be a lot more fitter, a lot sharper, but he's doing it the hard way, Michael. There's no other way for me to put it.
Definitely, Hammer. Sefo hasn't cemented himself as the favourite in my eyes, not with this fight. Comes over the top of a succession of right hands.
He hasn't thrown that left hook that his brother called for him to throw off the hip, whipping that left hook. That was Ray Sefo's advice, and Ronnie just not listening. He's got to whip in that left hook, because that's going to have a bit of power behind it. But he's just having a lot of trouble dealing with Haddara at the moment, Sefo.
2 minutes down in the third and final round of action. Fadi Haddara against the favourite Ron Sefo. Sefo ties him up, and it looks like Sefo now sucks for energy. Hits him with the short left hook, just not enough mustard behind it to do any real damage.
He's not finishing with his hands, Sefo. He tends to go into the grapple. He should have just finished him with handwork there. He had Haddara in trouble. He could have unloaded. Haddara had his hands well down, and Sefo tended to grapple. No reason for it then.
Here comes the Fadi Haddara. Fadi Haddara. He wants to put him away. Can he do it inside the final 30 seconds? What a war we have seen. Some surprised looks ringside at the efforts of Fadi Haddara. Ron Sefo definitely not living up to his favourite status. A couple of knees to the head. Haddara just walks away from trouble, just gets out of dodge. Step up jab there from Sefo.
I'll tell you what, Michael, win, lose or draw for Haddara, standing ovation, I reckon, is in order, because he has done an absolutely courageous effort to last the 3 rounds. No preparation. He's come in here, taken on the favourite, Fadi Haddara. What a good effort.
Fadi Haddara right in front of K1 President Master Ishii, and Ishii with a big smile on his face. He likes what he sees.
Well, certainly he'll give himself a bit of a trip to Japan out of that.
There's the standing ovation you talked about, Hammer.
That was worthy, well worthy of the applause that he got, Haddara. What a big effort from that man. Here we see Haddara just glancing out with the front leg. Sefo punching from the hip rather than from the head. Looking tired. I think that's Ronnie's problem. He really is not fit enough to put away Haddara quickly. But this one's going to the judges. It's the first fight of the night that we're going to see a decision made on. And that in itself is of interest, Michael.
Very much so. One knockdown in the fight to Fadi Haddara in the second round. Ray Sefo talking to brother Ron in the corner, I'm sure, having some heated words. Let's look at the action again, Hammer.
I'd say with the knee strikes, there you see the knee strikes, they're going to have to score well. Although they were taken on the gloves, they're non-scoring. The knees that he did get in will score highly for Sefo, and that could probably be enough to give him the victory. But Haddara, I tell you what, he used his front leg very, very well indeed, timed it perfectly, swept out Ronnie a couple of times off the grapple, and Haddara did a great job there. But Ronnie Sefo probably just outpointed him, I'd say. But nevertheless, a close one all the way.
Let's go to Andy Raymond with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, this one decided by the judges. Your winner from the red corner, Ron Sefo.
Well, there you have it, a victory to Ron Sefo from New Zealand. He progresses into the semi-final with a showdown with Mark Hunt.
I'll tell you what, I'd almost call for an upset unless Sefo really comes back firing. Hunt is looking fitter with the work that Alex Tui's done on him, and he's got a chin and a half. I don't think Sefo's got the power to put away Mark